The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play, Watson to the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away to his left. This one caught downfield by Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Called in a very strong gain of 24. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Watson. Open man here is Conklin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the sack on first down, Watson, and that's going to be caught. T. Higgins, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And again, it's Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 12, Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Chubb on the counter. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on second and 3. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense a film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's good for 28 yards.
They run it with Chandler.
Room here to run. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
109 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Josh Oliver from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson
throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They're passing here. Joe Burrow dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air again, Burrow. Buying time to his left. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Chark, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he will find his man Chase complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Some good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach him up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Burrow. Forced out to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to pass. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Chandler. Greedy Williams on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
I'm wondering.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
11 Palmer.
Now Chandler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Third and goal, Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they all...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. It's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11. 11 Thomas. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey, 31!
On 1st down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark. And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Chandler is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, it's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
12, 11, MT, take. MT, tight. 12, 12, 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Burrow.
got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bengals, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns,
they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.